Good morning. It is Tuesday, the 9th of June, and as we work through the gifts of the Spirit, the gift we're going to talk about today is the working of miracles. Now, first of all, we have to separate Christian usage of miracles from secular or pagan use of miracles. A secularist would look at something which defies explanation and say, well, we'll call that a miracle. They will do that without reference to God or God's will. As Christians understand miracles, miracles are events in which God pulls and draws the present into a future which is satisfactory to Him. We can see it through the eyes of faith, but we are not trained to see it as creatures of this world. As creatures of this world, we can see the push of causality. Events from last week contribute to the events of this week, and they cause the events of the last 24 hours, and then these events will cause the events of the next 24 hours and the week after that. It's all a push of causality. Faith, on the other hand, can at times see the pull of God drawing events into a new situation which is pleasing to Him. Of course, the greatest example of the working of miracles has to do with the dead man Jesus on Good Friday, who was the living Lord on Easter Sunday. The Lord indeed had pulled the events, and very despair-filled events, of Good Friday into a new reality and a new creation to boot. So that becomes the paradigm. It is God drawing events of the present into a future that is to His liking. We can see it. I think a great example of it has to do with the Cold War. It lasted 40 years, and for historians, they will only see the push of historical events, maybe the containment strategy of the 40 years. Maybe they will see the political trinity of Pope John Paul the Great and Margaret Thatcher and Ronald Reagan finally putting paid the whole extended debt of communism and calling it out and making it broken. But in reality, we see 350 million people who were under slavery are liberated without the firing of a shot. And the eyes of faith can see that God had seen quite enough of the inhumanity of the communist system, of enslaving millions of people, of lie after lie after lie, and He decided to pull events into a new configuration more to His liking. It meant the end of the Soviet Empire, and it broke the back of communism, at least in that part of Asia. We are still waiting and praying and hoping for God to break the back of communism in other parts of Asia and in other parts of the world. But it is God drawing events into a situation which is to His liking. He can use individuals to do that as well, and that, of course, is what Paul is referring to when he talks about the gift of miracles or the working of miracles. He's talking about individuals who can be catalysts, but make no mistake, the pull comes from God. Have a great day.